Welcome to Driving TV. As I previously mentioned, I was going to do a series of classes on how to drive from zero, all very well organized and numbered perfectly for those new drivers who don't know how or where to begin. That's why I prepared this series for you. On the last video, we began with class 101, which we went over the basic functions of a vehicle. So this video is class 102 as promised. This video is in continuation of part 1. We will finish discussing the basic functions of car controls, such as the transmissions, all the letters, and what they mean, and a coordination among the accelerator and the brakes. All of that will be well explained in this video. It's a very important class, so I highly recommend you guys to pay attention. Also, if you have not seen class 101, please go back and watch it so you could have a better understanding. Without anything more to say, let's get started. So I will be talking to you in this video about the basic car controls and their functions, which all vehicles have. As I mentioned before in the last video, we went over the brakes and the accelerator. We got familiar with the steering wheel as well as the signal lights. So now we're going to go to another important part, which is the transmission, with its the letter and what each represent. Here we will see the first letter, which is P, which stands for parking. Your vehicle will always be on P parking before you are able to turn it on and begin driving. When your vehicle is on P, it is parked. It won't move. When it's on P, it's the only way that you will be able to start your car. So you can't start your vehicle when the car isn't anything else other than P parked, because P represents parking. Your car is parked. Which takes us to the next letter, which is R for reverse. So reverse stands for backing your vehicle up. And whenever I put my car on R, it will move backwards. Remember, R is for reverse, guys. It will back your car up. Alright, so next is the N, which stands for neutral, and will make your car disconnect the engine from the wheels using transmission, meaning that your car will be basically dead. It is usually done when you need to push your car or have it towed, or perhaps when you are going through a car wash. Neutral is very rare to use, and you will most likely never have to worry about it, but it's good that you already know what it means. So now let's jump to D, which is very important since it represents drive, which is what will make your vehicle move forward. Now, you might find other numbers next to it, but these are just used for driving on hills and in other places. These are also very rare to use, and honestly, I think it's not something that you should worry about. The basic and most important letters that you must keep in mind for now, it's P for parking, R for reverse, and N neutral, and D for driving. So now let's talk about coordination between the transmission and your brakes, because this is quite important to know. So when you want to change your transmission, you will need to put your foot on the brake, like this, in order for you to change, or else it won't allow you to proceed, and this is only for safety reasons. For example, you must have your foot on the brake first, then change the transmission to your desired letter by pulling on the transmission and pushing down on a small piece behind as shown on the screen. Remember, this could change depending on the model of your vehicle. Since some won't have that piece, you have to push. So again, to change the transmission, you will need to first push the brakes. So moving on, let's talk about how to start your vehicle. Now, majority of the vehicles have a button like this that you will basically push in to start the engine. However, in order to do this, you must also step on the brakes, then push the button to start. both at the same time. Now, if you have a key, it's a little bit different. What you will do is put in the key on the ignition and give it half a turn forward. And the engine will start immediately, and you'll notice because of the sound and also the dashboard, which will light up. And there's many vehicles that have a key with a button, and you just push and it turns the car on by itself and all of this. That's awesome. Very modern. But remember, guys, I am showing you the basic one and the most common one, so you guys have pretty much an idea. Remember to practice, because once you practice, it will become very easy for you. Last thing, how to adjust your mirrors. Now, there has been lots of people having trouble with adjusting the mirrors properly. So the correct way to adjust mirrors is that you're able to have a clear view, and make sure that when you adjust them, you're able to see behind you clearly. So your own vehicle shouldn't be much visible, like shown here. What you should be able to see is half the pavement and half the horizon. Now, the same thing applies to the rear view mirror. You should adjust it with both hands carefully so that you're able to view perfectly well behind you. Before I finish, I want to also talk about the hand brake, also known as the emergency brake, which is right next to the driver's seat near the transmission. Now, if you happen to live in an area where there's no mountains, then this brake isn't really important for you, unless you will park in an area that is elevated. You shouldn't touch or use this brake unless it's absolutely necessary. If you happen to be parked on a hill or mountains, then what you need to do is first put your foot on the brakes, then push the button on this lever and pull it slowly upwards. Then place your car on P parking. Alright everyone, this is it for today. This is the end of class 102. Hope this video was of great help for those beginner drivers out there. If it was, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and comment below. Reminder that class 103 will be coming soon. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much and best of luck to you.